What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and welcome back to the Danger Zone, where today we're going to go on a little bit of an internet rant. And what I want to talk about is Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has been a name that's been thrown around several times this week, not only on several podcasts, not only in WWE news and rumors on various dirt sheets, but I've mentioned this a few weeks back. I've been mentioning it on my channel and one of the various podcasts that I do. Tyler Breeze, whether you like him or not, is one of the, if not the, most talented in-ring performer in WWE. I don't give a shit what anybody says. This guy has it all. He's 28 years old. He's trained by Lance Storm. He's Canadian. And he is one of those guys that you look at and you can immediately tell he is going to be a huge, vital part of WWE's future. His real name is Matt Clement, okay? He was in NXT FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling. That's what the WWE developmental system was before they completely turned it upside down and made it NXT and what it is today. Matt Clement, 28 years old. He was down in FCW NXT for 5 years. 5 years. Just think about it. That's a long time to be working your ass off, getting to the point that you want your career to be. And everybody down in NXT and FCW wants to be on the WWE main roster, okay? Everybody wants to work at it and get to the big stage and be on a WrestleMania and be on a SummerSlam. That's what they want to do. That's what they're working towards. Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe, etc., etc., okay? But 5 years, and then all of a sudden, you're watching Breaking Ground, and you're seeing Triple H pull Tyler Breeze to the front of the stage in a big classroom setting. He's talking to them right after an NXT TakeOver event, and he pulls Tyler Breeze up in front of all his peers and all his friends and says, Tyler Breeze has been the one man that has shown excellence and, worked his ass off, and now is the day that he's going to get rewarded. He's being promoted to the main roster. He's going to be on primetime Monday Night Raw. Is it really a promotion? Think about what WWE has given us in the past, 2015, and now in 2016. Think about what they have done to Monday Night Raw through 2015 and now bleeding on into 2016. Think about names like Neville, The Ascension, Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, and names that will surely be called up within the year, Bayley, Finn Balor, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin. You're going to have an AJ Styles and all of the Bullet Club, or some of the Bullet Club, come on into WWE from other promotions that are not affiliated with WWE. Just think about those names. And think about the names like Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, and The Ascension. How have they been handled on WWE television? I mean, Bo Dallas was the longest, or the first ever NXT champion, right? Adrian Neville was, the longest reigning NXT champion of all time? I mean, when things like that are said, they should be highlighted. They should be asterisks next to their name that signify some importance. WWE says these things, and it actually makes NXT look bad. So Tyler Breeze moving up to the main roster, is it really a promotion? Not to me. Not to me. The way I see things on Monday Night Raw, this is the worst possible decision for Tyler Breeze. This, in fact, is a demotion. Never mind a promotion. A promotion means championships, headlining gigs, upper mid-card, titles, U.S. title, Intercontinental title. That's a promotion. Moving up to Monday Night Raw in its current state, that's a demotion. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That is a demotion. Tyler Breeze, what has he done on the main roster? What has he done on the main roster in 2 months? Well, they started him off good. Have him feud with Dolph Ziggler. Give him a beautiful valet in Summer Rae, right? Feud with Dolph Ziggler. That goes nowhere. That goes nowhere. And right after that, everything is taken away from Tyler Breeze. With one blink of an eye, Tyler Breeze is now at the bottom of the barrel, the very bottom of the barrel, barely scooping up scraps. He's done. Tyler Breeze is done. What happened to the feud with Dolph Ziggler? Failed. And the reason why that failed is because they did not debut him the right way. Promo packages, highlight packages, video packages, his accomplishments down in NXT needed to be highlighted all at the same time for weeks until his debut against a top-tier guy, and he proves himself that, listen, he's ready to go. That's the way I would have debuted him. I don't know what WWE was thinking about putting him with Dolph Ziggler, who is now a bum on WWE TV. He is of no importance to anybody right now because of the stop and start pushes. He's a nobody now because of the 50-50 booking. Nobody. Who's the Dolph Ziggler? A nobody. And he will remain a nobody until his WWE contract that he just signed is over. Tyler Breeze, what has he done after Dolph Ziggler? Losses to Titus O'Neil, Jack Swagger, Goldust. They took his entrance away. They had big plans about promoting selfie sticks on WWEshop.com. All washed away. Why? Why? You want to know why? I'll give you 2 words. Vince McMahon. It took Vince McMahon, listen to me, it took Vince McMahon 2 months. 2 months to realize what Tyler Breeze did in 5 years, that he was not ready and he would not make it on the WWE roster. 2 months. The man busted his fucking ass off for 5 years to get to this point in his career at the age of 28, and it took Vince McMahon 2 months to wash it all away. There's a huge disconnect there. There's a huge misconception about what NXT really is to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon sees NXT as a threat. Vince McMahon, in his sick and twisted mind, sees NXT and what Triple H is doing as a threat to what he's doing on Monday Night Raw. I don't understand that. I mean, that's completely, and I don't have any words for that. It's illogical, it's asinine, it's pathetic, it's just wrong. The WWE are like the New York Yankees of the wrestling industry. I hate the fucking Yankees. I'm going to use them here because I like this analogy. The Yankees, the most prestigious baseball team in all of Major League Baseball. What do they want to do year in and year out? More than anybody. No matter how they go about it. Win. They want to win. Okay? They have a minor league system, AAA. NXT is WWE's AAA. And they're grooming stars for the future for when guys like Alex Rodriguez and Mark Teixeira and Brian McCann are no longer there. They are grooming guys at every position so that when those guys are not there, you can take those youngsters and put them on the main roster, on the Major League team, and they will succeed. The training and the development and getting everything down packed, they're going to take what they learn, move up to the Major League team, and do what they are supposed to do. Win. And do it to the very best of their ability. This is what NXT is and should be to the WWE, but it is not. Vince Russo, WWE, ex-creative writer. He was the man who handled The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the Attitude Era, okay? Amongst many other accomplishments. He told me, personally, JD, do you want to know why NXT and Vince McMahon has such a major disconnect? Vince McMahon feels that Triple H is stepping on his toes. Vince McMahon, according to Vince Russo, and I love this analogy that he gave me. Triple H sees himself as the modern-day ECW Paul Heyman. He's got the college kid, he's got the drunken crowd at Full Sail University on a Wednesday night, or whenever they tape, in the palm of his hand. He sees the reactions that he's getting each and every week. He sees the simplistic storytelling that the fans just love. Everything about it is not overly complicated. Nobody down at NXT, the way stories are told on television, make the WWE fan look like idiots. He's got everything going for him. It's the brand people want to see. It's the style of WWE that we want to see on Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon sees that and only that. He doesn't see what's happening in the ring with the plethora of talent that Triple H has down there and that he's grooming and developing. He doesn't see any of that. He sees merely Triple H stepping on his toes, trying to overshadow what Vince McMahon is doing on Monday Night Raw. And when Vince McMahon is waiting and the announcement is made, like a Tyler Breeze, that he's going to be demoted. Remember, it's not a promotion, it's a demotion to Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon is going to be waiting right at the door, and he's going to be, all right, you're up from NXT. Now you're mine. Like some fucking dictator. Now you're mine. You're in my hands now. You were fucking pampered down in NXT by Triple H. Now you're mine. It's over. It's over for Tyler Breeze. Because Vince McMahon now has possession of what NXT and what Triple H has groomed to be a vital part of their future. Vince McMahon took that. I don't want it. I don't want it. It's not for me. It's not going to work. He's not going to get over. The crowd don't care. The crowd doesn't care because you didn't make them care. 2 months. 2 months it took Vince McMahon to kill what Tyler Breeze worked his ass off in 5 years. If Vince McMahon does not need, if Vince McMahon doesn't see what is going on in NXT, then there's a huge fucking problem. There is a huge problem. If I was a CEO, I would be all over NXT to see what I'm going to be working with. I would be excited to get these guys, foaming at the mouth, to get these guys on Monday Night Raw. I mean, what else do you have? What else do you have? Listen to the crowds on Monday Night Raw. Silent. Silent. You can hear a fucking pin drop in most of them arenas. You can hear an old lady pass gas most of the times in those arenas. That's how quiet it is. Nobody cares. WWE is so focused on Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Let's get Roman Reigns over. How do we get the title on Roman Reigns? Brock Lesnar. How do we get the crowd to appreciate Roman Reigns? That's all they give a shit about. Meanwhile, guys like Tyler Breeze, Neville, The Ascension, a failing tag team division, a mid-card that's built around 2 guys, you have all these guys waiting, like a Tyler Breeze, to give you what they worked for 5 years to attain. And you're going to throw them away? There's a huge fucking disconnect there. And if none of you see a problem with that, because you don't like what Tyler Breeze represents, you don't like what Tyler Breeze brings to the WWE as far as the character goes, I don't give a shit what you think, man. I really don't. I see things a different way. And when Tyler Breeze steps in between those ropes, he's better than 99.9% of that roster on WWE Raw each and every week. I mean, look at him. What has he been doing? 8-man tags with no bodies, delegated to a lumberjack during a 1 versus all match with Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. I mean, this is the best way to utilize a Tyler Breeze? I mean, the guy has got Intercontinental Champion written all over him. He wrestles better than the main event guys that you got fighting for the world title. I mean, this is the type of guy that you put out there on a WrestleMania and you give him 25 minutes, he's got match of the night. Huge disconnect with Vince McMahon and what he's got in his own company, right underneath his nose. And you know what? I feel bad for Triple H here. Everybody wants to put Triple H down for burying talent and, oh, he wants everything for himself. He wants the spotlight for himself. I feel terrible for Triple H. I mean, he's like a father figure to these guys, giving them advice, grooming them, getting them ready for the next level. And then he's getting ready for the next level. He's getting these guys ready for the next level. And what's going to happen? They're fed to Vince McMahon, and he's saying this to Triple H, his son-in-law. I mean, I don't understand it. I feel bad for Triple H. Things need to change, and fast. If Vince McMahon is not going to appreciate what he has down in his own WWE developmental system, if he doesn't appreciate what's there right underneath his nose, I think Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, and everybody else that's in charge of WWE, that handles the day-to-day operations, they need to step down. And I think Triple H needs to appoint somebody he trusts completely to run NXT, and he takes over Monday Night Raw, so that what we see on NXT, we can get each and every Monday night. That's going to be the defining moment when Triple H takes over. I'm excited for when Triple H takes over, because if he's done what he's done in NXT, I can only see good things happening for Monday Night Raw. So that's my frustration with Tyler Breeze. That's the Tyler Breeze situation. Let me know what you guys think about that. This is the Danger Zone. Make sure to subscribe for more wrestling content right here within the Danger Zone. I'm JD. Thank you guys for watching. Hit a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week.